friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be doing a detailed camera review of the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G. So Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G is the latest phone in the Redmi Note 11 series, and this is the top end variant of the Redmi Note 11 series, the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus, and this is the 5G device. And this device comes with a 108 megapixel triple camera setup, and you also get a 16 megapixel selfie camera. So let's see how the camera performs in this price segment, and is it really a good camera for the price segment it is being offered. So before getting into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's first have a look at the camera hardware. The Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G comes with a 108 megapixel sensor which has f1.8 aperture. Then you get a secondary 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a third 2 megapixel macro sensor. For selfies, we have a 16 megapixel camera with f2.2 aperture. So let's see how the camera performance is for the price segment. First up, the daylight captures. In terms of daylight, the 108 megapixel sensor does a good job in bringing details. The colors are quite good and offers good details too. Unlike the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max, the Note 11 Pro Plus 5G manages colors really well, and there is no saturation issues, and the colors remain more or less natural. Even the sky colors looks quite okay with the processing. The sharpness levels are pretty good, and this is evident when you pixel peep. The dynamic range is once again very good and works pretty well. Overall, we like the quality of the daylight shots, and the Redmi has done pretty good with the color reproduction. Now moving on to the 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and here again you can see that the images are quite good with good colors. While the ultra wide images are definitely usable, you can see a bit of noise and exposure seems to mess up at times with some images. The colors are similar to the primary camera. Now moving on to the close-up shots, the phone comes with pretty good imaging capabilities once again, and the colors are once again pretty good. There is no saturation issues. The sharpness levels are quite good too. The phone does come with a 2 megapixel macro mode, and the performance is quite decent. While colors are much better than some of the other phones with 2 megapixel macro sensor, it is still not as good as the 5 megapixel tele macro sensor which Xiaomi has had on previous generation phones. The details are good and colors are also okay, but images tend to be a bit too noisy at times. Now moving on to the portraits, the phone does a good job with portraits, and the skin tones are also very well done. The edge detection is implemented very well. The portraits came out really good. They are bright and vivid, and even the indoor portraits with lights also looks good. Next up, the low light captures. The low light performance is quite good in indoor lights and artificial lights for a phone in this segment. The sharpness levels are quite okay too. When you turn on the night mode, the images are more cleaner, and there is an effort to reduce the noise, and it succeeds to an extent as well. But in extreme low light conditions, while the details are good, there is some noise as well. While overall it looks quite okay considering the price, but there is definitely room for improvement here. Finally, the selfie camera. The 16 megapixel selfie produces good selfies. Once again, we like the skin tones of selfies, and colors looks good too, with good dynamic range being offered. Since selfies are more for personal choice, you can judge based on the image shown, and the phone also has portrait mode for selfies. Here it does a decent job with portrait selfies, although edge detection could be better. The low light portrait selfies are also pretty good. Now moving on to the video recording, it can record videos only in 30 fps in 1080p resolution, and it supports stabilization. Here the quality is decent but not class leading. Also the stabilization could be better overall. The colors are good and details are also decent for the segment. Now there is ultra wide angle camera which can record 1080p resolution videos with stabilization, and it produces decent results. But once again, the sharpness levels are not so great. The phone also supports slow motion videos and the quality is quite decent considering it is a 720p video recording. The phone can also record macro videos in 720p, and here again it is average quality but colors definitely looks good. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G. So it can record videos in 1080p resolution at 30 fps. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the videos and also the audio output. So that is a detailed camera review of the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G. With good daylight captures, good portraits, selfies and decent low light performance, the camera is quite good overall. The low light performance isn't bad but can be improved. The macros are okay but not so great, and the video recording quality needs improvement. So that is a detailed camera review of the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus. So what do you guys think about the camera on the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus? Do share in your thoughts in the comment section. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.